Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Marvel Tales, part 2 of our Mockingbird special here. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it's not a bird, it's not a plane, it is an owl. It is
another bird of prey, Justin the Owl, swooping in to talk about the adventures of Bobby Morse,
yes,
aka Mockingbird.
That's right, kids. So, yes, after last episode, this time we're going to wrap up the Mockingbird, the Chelsea Kane Mockingbird series with issues 5 through 8. And I think she brilliantly sidestepped the worst parts of having to do a Civil War II crossover.
Yes, absolutely.
I got nervous when I saw the Civil War II cover.
Me too. Me too. When I saw that on the cover, I was like, "Oh no, please no!"
Because I read these after the fact. I'm like, "Oh God, how far are we going to dive into Civil War II again?"
This is my first reading of this, so I didn't know what to expect when I saw that. I was like, "Oh no,
get out of town!" That was the best way to get out of town. All right. So should we dive into these?
Yes. Yeah. I love the first half, so
yeah,
I'm eager to talk about the second.
Yeah, and I think these are even stronger because again, we're not jumping around as much, like time wise and stuff. It's kind of more straightforward. So
yeah,
I do appreciate that.
Yeah, and some nice surprises to come as well.
Oh yeah, including a figure from her past.
Yeah, big time. Yep.
All right. Oh. Oh yeah, look at number 5.
Yeah. Love it.
All right, let me open up here. All right, so we got Mockingbird number 5. Pretty sure there's still no synopses, but let me check here. Mockingbird number 5 from September 2016. Again, no title. This time different writer Chelsea Kane. Yeah, the different penciler and inker. Ibrahim Mustafa doing the pencils and inks. Rachel Rosenberg colorist. Joe Carmonga letterer and editors. Well, yep, same ones. Katie Kubert, Christina Harrington, and Tom Brevoort. So yeah, so we got a new penciler slash inker. So maybe the previous one didn't want to do a Civil War II. It's people.
Well, maybe.
Like, come on.
Yeah, I can respect that.
Yeah, because Civil War II was so weird though, because Steve Rogers was like an old man now, so basically,
right.
They had the manufacturer conflict between Tony Stark and Carol Danvers. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, they're gonna have Tony Stark get into a pissing match with somebody. It's just so tired. I'm over it.
And yes, in this issue, it picks up where Mockingbird 1 left off.
Right. Yeah, at the end of that one. Yeah. And we got a little cameo with Patsy.
Yes.
I love it. She's talking to T'Challa. She says, "This bodysuit is especially designed to enhance my natural athleticism. But here's the best part. Retractable claws." And T'Challa says, "Have you seen mine?"
Oh, yeah.
Devil dinosaur in the background. Oh, I love it.
Oh, it's so funny because Bobby's thinking, genetic mutations are increasing across the species around the globe at unprecedented rates. Ever ask yourself why? We'll circle back to that. But first, zombies.
Zombies.
We'll probably get back to that zombie scene from issue 1.
Cliffhanger at the end of issue 1. Yeah.
Because they even call it out. I love picking up where issue 1 left off in issue 1. Remember issue 1?
Yeah,
So yeah, she
she's
has
somehow able to keep these zombies at bay with some unknown power.
that.
Even she doesn't really know what it is.
So yeah, she's I love the best part about zombies, they're already dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's got this glowy hand power and it's repelling the zombies. Also fun at dance clubs. But she's like, yeah, it's not even my powers, it's the virus inside me.
It's something to do with the infinity formula.
No. So there's yeah, she's asking the doctors about a cure and an untested, un-FDA approved, sketchily manufactured medication, basically. Will it work? We have a high degree of confidence it might. I love the other things people thought might work. Hydrogen
The Hindenburg explosion.
the Apple Newton. Jeez. Subprime mortgages. Marxism. 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 Oh. Oh. I thought that was one of the triggers. I thought
it would be so funny if he just showed up all of a sudden.
Marxism?
It's not. It's not just for boys.
It's for everyone.
Booty looks good all the time.
So yeah, so she's basically explaining to the reader, but talking to the doctor. So you basically use my virus to infect a bunch of medical cadavers, and one of the side effects the virus has on corpses is rampaging, followed by frenzied rampaging. Have you considered using your medical degree for good? I have a lot of student loans.
Yeah. He says the cadavers have been infected with your virus, yes. But the version of the virus in you is stronger, and it's continued to mutate.
Yeah, and basically the zombies are drawn to the virus in her.
Yeah. It's somehow communicating with the cadavers, drawing them to you. If you can find it and treat yourself, that should cure the cadavers as well.
I love when the doctor's like, are you into yoga? Oh, I'm super into yoga. You know my favorite position? Standing desk smash.
Smashes a desk.
Basically just picking up two big pieces of wood.
Yeah, she needs to have something to fight with.
Yep.
There's no weapons in this place.
So yeah,
she does. She takes out some of these zombies with those.
And then she basically goes to look for the antiviral, and she comes down in one examination room. There's Howard the duck waiting for his exam.
Yes, Howard the duck's waiting.
Oh, that's
back away, lady. This room's taken.
In one of the gowns, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know how duck penises work, right?
And she says, stay calm, Duck. Rampaging cadavers have overrun the facility. Don't be ridiculous. This is a secure government building with top-notch protocols in place. And then there's a pair of there's a set of fingers coming through the door all of a sudden. We're all gonna die.
But meanwhile, it turns out it's Miles Morales.
It's Miles, yeah.
He's like, yeah, there's a ton of zombies coming down the hall, and I can't find anyone who works here. That's weird, right? Is that weird?
They're not zombie Spider-Man, they're research cadavers. S.H.I.E.L.D. injected them with a virus, and they reanimated.
She's like, yeah, 20,000 Americans donate their bodies to science every year. Have you ever wondered where all those bodies end up? Mouse.
Oh my God, is that where sloppy joes come from? Only if it says premium, Miles. Premium means it's made from people.
Again, another teenage kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's telling him about the antiviral mouse. How do we get a horde of zombies to sit still for shots?
Lollipops.
But yeah, she says you have to treat the original host, and yeah, Howard's like, yeah, minute patient 0, Typhoid Mary,
Typhoid Mary, the epicenter,
but he's
the
figured,
agent provocateur. You done? And Miles is taking forever to get his costume on. Like it's taking him like 3 or 4 pages to do it. So funny. That's the part that made me laugh the most. He's trying to get his pants on, and all of a sudden he's kind of shuffling backwards because he's afraid to be in proximity of Bobby. You're backing away from me? Seriously? Chicken pox itch much, she says.
oh yeah, trust me, yeah, that would have been a hard problem for me as a teenager too. Yeah, this super hot blonde, adult woman walks in and it's like, yeah, can you turn around?
Yeah.
Like, take me a while to get these pants on.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, then you got the duck staring at
Right, exactly.
you.
It's a very complicated situation all of a sudden.
So yeah, so they go out in the hall. I love the Howard still in the
Howard, yeah, kicks him right in the face.
Wow.
Yeah, I wonder if at some point when Trapped in a World, the Howard the Duck podcast comes back, if they'll mention this issue at some point down the line when they start getting the more recent appearances of the character.
Yeah, sure.
Be great, yeah.
I love Miles. Like, what are you doing with your hand exactly? It's called girl power.
It's called girl power, yeah.
And then I love Mockingbird, faster duck. He's like, you tried running with webbed feet, Miles. Webbed feet are awesome. So they're running up the 3rd floor? Yep, the R&D lab above the gift shop.
Above the gift shop, yeah. Antiviral storage room.
But yeah, they see all the zombies hanging there. Why did some of their necks glow like that? My virus sensed the infection and teleported ping pong balls out to find its source. The balls rematerialized, lodged in the cadavers' throats. The virus is making the balls glow. I love Mouse. You say that like you think it makes sense. Do you guys feel that, Howard? Existential dread? I feel that all the time. I have panic attacks in the Safeway poultry house. So which of us should cross the room full of zombies to get that vial? So yes, they work at this, they get the vial, and then
the vial, and
Bobby basically just drops
it. How is this smooth move, Butterfingers?
She's like, I said we had to find the antiviral. I never said we were going to use it. We seal the building, the virus completes its life cycle and dies. He's like, what about you? You don't want to be cured? I'm not sick.
You're one complicated cupcake, sister.
So yeah, so that's the end of the issue, and it's weird because I was like, so why didn't she want to inject herself with the antiviral?
I don't know.
Because she's not going to keep these powers.
Yeah.
And you basically had to wait like an hour for the zombies or the virus to die off. It's like, well, what was the point of not taking the antiviral?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you be worried about, oh, hey, this crap's still in me? Although she does ask Siri to make a note to pick up.
It could keep mutating as well.
Yeah.
Like as they've already indicated.
I'm guessing she's making a cure because she asked Siri to remind her on the way home, remind me to pick up sodium hydrochloride, bleach, a box of wine, and some bubble bath.
Yeah. Well, I'm wondering, does she, in later years, like, does she still have these 2 serums in her system?
Or if is the virus dying out in her too? Because it's going to die out in these zombies.
Right, in an hour's time, it'll eventually wither away, and I guess, yeah, because they don't address it for the rest of this.
I mean, unless she was just like, I don't want to, between Infinity Formula, Super Soldier Serum, I don't want to be injecting myself with anything else.
Yeah, I don't know.
Especially from these shield maniacs.
Right, yeah. I want to be their guinea pig for any more injections and serums and formulas, all right? I get it.
All right, so Anything else on this one?
No, this is a great. I mean, I wasn't expecting to see Spider-Man or Howard the Duck in this, so that was great.
I know. I was
Some more
surprised.
great surprises here.
I was surprised they didn't advertise that on the cover somehow.
Yeah,
Howard the Duck and Miles Morales.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was nice. They kept it low key. It was cool.
Oh, look, the little cutouts this time. There's a little zombie head in the corner.
Yeah, little zombie head. Yeah, yeah. I'm not as much of a fan of the shield costume for Mockingbird. I don't.
Yeah.
That bland blue bodysuit. It just.
Oh well, that's like the diving suit she still has it on. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I wish that she'd gotten into her other costume for this adventure, but that's all right.
Yeah. All right. Should we get to number 6?
Yes.
All right. All right. So this is kind of I'm gonna start our little Civil War II run here.
But it's very well done.
On this cruise ship with a bunch of gamers. Feeling called out, just because weren't they playing D&D or some kind of game similar?
They were playing some D&D. Yeah. Bobby was rolling some dice on the table.
All right. Oh, that's what I was telling Lilith. I saw something somewhere. I guess Comic-Con's doing cruises now.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
That's so funny.
But that's what I was gonna say. I mean, no matter what genre you're in, either like comics or TV or movies, I'm like, you really gotta like your fans to do a cruise, because otherwise you're stuck on a boat with people.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Nowhere to go. Yeah.
Well, I guess it could be helicoptered off, but
Or I mean, they've got little boats on there too, but still, yeah.
All right, so Mockingbird number 6 from October 2016. Again, no title here. Oh, Kate's back in penciler and Sean Parsons inks.
Yeah.
And everyone else same. So
Mm-hmm.
Again, no synopsis.
But we're taking a cruise to the Bermuda Triangle.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, because Mockingbird gets this ticket sent to her. She says a name I haven't used in years, because yes, it's made out to Mrs. Bobby Barton. So
married name.
It kind of screamed startlingly obvious setup.
Yeah.
But yeah, the trial of the century started. Honestly, I wanted to get out of town.
Yeah, the trial of Clint Barton, her ex-husband, who is accused of murdering the Hulk in cold blood.
Yep.
I guess is more Civil War II bullshit, right?
Yeah, I forget the whole thing behind it, but yeah, like Hawkeye shot Banner in the head with an arrow or something. I can't remember what the whole thing behind it was, but yeah. But I love she's trying to come on in disguise, but I'm like, I don't know, man. That white outfit she's wearing, I mean, that's, if you want people not to look at you, I don't know if I'd.
It's kind of like why Moon Knight wears white. He's like, I want them to see me.
Exactly, and she's a very attractive woman, so
exactly, yeah. Yeah, that she is rolling the dice on the table. I love it.
But that one line where she's like, the good news was I didn't need the disguise. Hawkeye fans, they like to pretend I don't exist. I was like, was that like meta commentary?
That's not true of me. Like,
yeah, no, me neither. I just wonder.
Like I said in the previous episode, like I still think that Bobby and Clint should be together.
Yeah.
Like, I'm totally for them reuniting and staying married.
Although modern comics aren't big into marriages. I mean,
no, they're not. I've noticed that. Yeah, they don't like it.
Like, bring back the Spider-Man marriage.
Yeah.
But yeah, the guest of honor on this cruise was supposed to be Hawkeye. That's where they're talking about Hawkeye.
Yeah, but the little thing happened. Yeah. And then there's this dude with a horse mask who's making his presence known.
Oh yeah, because he keeps sending her notes to meet him different places on the ship, because supposedly he has evidence to clear Hawkeye.
The plot thickens. And And then we also discovered that there's a whole horde of corgis here.
Yeah, yep. And there's cosplayers and yep.
And Lance is also on the on the ship.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Royal Society of Corgi Enthusiasts annual cruise is also taking place on the same boat. And he's wearing a Union Jack Speedo and a pair of flip-flops. I love it. So
Yeah.
funny.
Have you seen a man with a horse head? Hunter, enjoy the cruise, Mrs. Barton. She's like, not my name.
That's not my name. Later, she's in the swimming pool and it says, public pools are a soup of germs. By the time a horsehead shows up, I'll have Giardia for sure. At least the drink was free.
Then that kid cannonballs in the pool. She's like, yeah. The worst part was I was pretty sure the kid had just peed.
The kid just peed on me. Ugh, nasty.
But yeah, then Horsehead's there saying he has the evidence. What
Mm-hmm.
do you want? Justice for Barton? Why? I'm heavily invested in Hawkeye merchandise.
Yeah, he had to have an ulterior motive, right? Yeah.
But he's still not telling her anything.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, if I were you, I'd just sit back and enjoy the cruise. She's like, I was really getting really sick of people telling me that. Again, but then again, it was all inclusive.
It was all inclusive, yeah.
So,
she goes back and sees Lance again with his corgi, and his T-shirt says, "I'm nuts about corgi butts."
I did see that,
and I love how there's like as Bobby and Lance are talking, there's like
what they really mean.
The real dialogue is happening outside of the word bubbles. And I just love it so much. It eventually just leads to, of course, sex.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny.
I'm trying to remember if they colored her like that. I mean, the Mockingbird looks a little darker, so I'm like, did they actually color her to look like she's getting a tan or something?
Well, yeah, I mean they're going to Bermuda.
Yeah,
Bermuda. She's
I'm like, if they put that much thought into it, I'm like, all right, yeah,
but getting some suntan. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's the Maker Fair on here too.
Yeah, that was so funny. Alpha Flight chainsaw driftwood sculptures.
She got that. She got the North Star figure.
Yeah.
But then Hunter's trying to invite himself in. Want me to help you find a place for that? I'm pretty good at interior design. But then she's looking at him and she's just thinking about Hawkeye.
Yeah, she's picturing Hawkeye's mask on him. Why are you looking at me like that? Do I have something on my face? So funny.
He's just talking to the corgi.
Yeah.
That's the corgi have a cape on it. But yeah, Bobby's thinking about she can't sleep, but
we're still talking about the trial.
Yeah, because she's just watching all the Hawkeye news.
On the news. Yeah. And the next morning, she meets up with the Horsehead again and says, "Why the long face?"
Ah! She also tells him, she's like, yeah, your name is Garfield Edsel. You're 43 years old and an ophthalmologist from Riverside, divorced, no kids, you live with your cat. He's like, what? And she's like, you really think I would come on this ship without, doing my research on who bought the ticket?
And she says, are you crying? And he says, my cat died last week. And then later that morning, she meets Lance, who's intoxicated.
Yeah, and hanging out with this like Hawkeye cosplayer.
There's an asterisk later that morning, and then it says, but still too early to be this drunk.
Exactly.
Yeah. He is wasted. Yeah.
And Hunter, why have you never introduced me to Clint? Because it's like Fight Club and only one of you exists. So are you Tyler Durden or are you the other guy?
That made me laugh so hard when I read that earlier.
Well, it's just kid Chelsea Kane calling out. It's like, yeah, we just needed this fill in for Hawkeye. So yeah.
Yeah. And then she says, "Good work. Meet me tonight, 11 p.m. My cabin. And Lance, your cabin, middle of the night. Got it.
Shows
Wait, I'm not the other guy. I'm Tyler, right?" And then he shows up naked.
Exactly. But she's fully dressed to go out. She's like, "Oh, hey," and then he comes back like 20 minutes later, dressed
Yeah,
exactly like her. Yeah.
let's go. Don't explain. Oh my god, that was so funny. I love
And all
it.
those people walk by dressed like them. Oh, you got the ninja dance too. But yeah, they go to Horsehead's cabin here, but then
Uh-oh, he's
fine.
dead.
He's stabbed in the heart with a steak knife with the words "Hulk lives" on the wall. So
Written in blood. Uh-oh. Cliffhanger ending.
I love next month. Bobby Morris, cruise ship detective. All right, so what you think?
Oh, this issue made me laugh so hard. I loved it. I love Lance. He's great. He's so funny.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he's so funny and a great like kind of backup character for Bobby in this.
yes.
Yeah.
I do love that. Yeah, like I said, I love the dialogue by Chelsea Kane here.
It's so
This
good.
issue,
It's perfect. It's perfect. And just the fact that this is a cruise ship with like cosplayers all over it. You know, and it was supposed to be for Hawkeye, but he's on trial for murders. All this chain of events that have led to this situation.
Exactly.
And the fact that they're going to the Bermuda Triangle just adds to the whole level of it. I love it. It adds to a whole other level of just randomness to the whole story.
And then just the whole. How about that page in the back? It's like de-stress with these daily yoga poses. You know.
Oh yes, yeah.
Charlie's Angels. My ex-husband was on trial for murder. Upside down.
Yeah.
Martini, Diamond Porpoise, which is the name of the ship. Tripped by a corgi.
Yeah, Tripped by Corgi. That was my favorite.
Exactly.
I hope they put that in the trade paperbacks too. Yeah, I really want to get this.
I'm trying to remember. I think they put these extras in there. Yeah, I think it's just the letters pages that weren't in there.
Yeah.
Learn more from Yogi.
It's a nice little touch to have that little extra stuff back.
Yeah, I do like stuff like that when you can tell, like, you know, the creative team's having fun and just like.
Yeah, and it's different. It sets it apart from everything else. It has its own unique little flair, you know?
Yeah, you can tell when they're having fun and you know, everyone's like, oh, hey, what about this? Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we've got this extra page. Let's do this with it instead of just having an extra page of letters or something else, another ad. You know, let's do something fun with it.
Oh, God. All right, ready for 7?
Yes. Yeah.
Speaking of extras, the first page, kind of like the info page. Oh my Lord, it's the funniest thing. What? Let me do
another great cover. Look at that.
Oh yeah. You know what? I don't know if it's the coloring or what, but she almost looks like Diamond back there.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the costume has a shade to it. Like like a.
And even like the hair looks a little darker, like it's not like blonde. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Mockingbird number 7 from November 2016. Again, no title. We got the same team as last time. All right, so yeah, I love that first info page. You know, because it's kind of like the almost like the newsletter for the ship, the Daily Blowhole. Ahoy, I know you all have a lot of concerns about a few recent developments on board. I'd like to address those here. The ship is running low on Mountain Dew. Oh no. I know someone who mutiny take the pirate the ship and everything if you ran out of Mountain Dew.
I spend too much money on tobacco and Mountain Dew.
The crew is aware of the situation and we will be implementing a rationing program. We appreciate your understanding. Also, a passenger has been murdered. In an unrelated safety note, I'd like to remind you all to watch your step as we've had several reports of guests tripping over corgis. Enjoy your cruise.
Chance of alien abduction high.
Am I a murder suspect? Yes, please cooperate with the investigation. Remember, you have no legal rights at sea.
Can I buy a fez on board? Yes. Fezes are available at Ye Old Fez Shop, located next to the CVS pharmacy on level 2.
Oh, geez. You see the very bottom of the page? Please report sightings of ghost pirates and mer people directly to the ship's cruise director, Brad Robertson. Anyone interested in learning more about ghost pirates can meet Brad at this telescope station for a seminar. The cost of that event is not included in your cruise pack. Mer people, ghosts.
Today's Wi-Fi password is Kegel.
Oh my. All right. All right. So yeah. So this one, I guess they've called in the captain, and Hunter and Bobby are basically talking about Horsehead and the murder and everything, what they know.
There's no doctor on the ship.
Well, no, he's sick, I think. Yeah, because the
Oh
bartender
yeah, he's got
says
norovirus again. He says.
Yeah, so it's basically the bartender. So he's like, well, I think he's definitely dead.
He goes, I'm licensed to pour drinks in 27 countries. I think I can handle medical care for a dead pajama-wearing horse.
Oh my God, there was such a good. I mean, I don't know what the joke would be, but there was such a good chance for a Thor joke in these issues. Because if Horsehead would have said, "I say thee nay."
Oh, yeah. That would have been great in the previous issue with all the cosplayers dressing as Thor running around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. He still has the Horsehead mask on. They're like, that's a mask, right?
That's a mask, right?
Rubbery.
Yeah.
And remember, kids, this man smells like a dirty cowboy.
Which is a drink.
I love the captain. Maritime murderers usually have the decency to throw their victims overboard.
Yeah. She basically relinquishes command to Bobby and Lance.
Well, yeah, at least for the investigation, because she's named Bobby, lead ship detective, and then Lance is the deputy.
Says you're both full access and authority required to conduct your investigation.
Why do I have to be the deputy? Because I have the hat. So yes, they're basically they're checking out the scene of the crime. Because it was a locker room mystery, because supposedly the door opened at 2 p.m. and then not again until they arrived. But yeah, they're like, the clues, the killer kind of seems to have an agenda with the Hulk stuff written on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh God, Horsehead had a picture, a memento from his cat.
Yes. Love from the cat.
Mortal Hulk armband, bloody steak knife, no prints.
And I love this next page. We get like an eagle's eye view of like the different rooms.
Yeah.
In the same hall as Horsehead's, where this investigation is taking place. The dude in the next room to them, John Broderick, eavesdropping with glass on wall. he's got a glass right up to the wall. He's listening to everything that's going on, with a dead body like just a foot away from him on the other side.
Exactly. They got bloody footprints in the bathroom.
This might be a clue. This arrow pointing to it.
And it was definitely the victim's blood, she says, according to my pocket blood type detector. But yeah, Lance is basically like, because she's like, they look like men's shoes. He's like, obviously, they're loafers, men's size 10, factory made, leather upper, manufactured by JCPenney. And he's like, what? I was a Boy Scout.
I like the foot book. You've got the imprints of Iron Man, Spider-Man, Howard the Duck, Beast, Ant-Man, the two little tiny footprints, Nightcrawler, and then probably Miss Marvel doing some weird thing.
But look, calling back, there's Howard's web feet and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But she's like, aren't you a size 10? Lance like, no, I'm a size 10.5.
10.5. They measure
Yeah.
everybody's feet. Even the corgi's feet.
And pretty much the only size 10 is the victim, yeah.
Yeah.
But he says, oh, Lance, like, he found the shoes in the closet, but they match the prints, but they've been cleaned.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, what? So Edsel tracked blood around this bathroom. They cleaned the shoes probably in the sink, placed them in the closet, and died here on the floor. Nothing weird about that.
He was a very tidy man.
But yeah, the Hawkeye stuff's still on TV until, the TV signal goes out. They've hit the Bermuda Triangle.
Yes, signals are down. Something to do with the magnetic anomalies, the bartender said.
Yeah, because Lance and the bartender are basically like, yeah, ghost ships, and I've seen them with my own eyes. Because Bobby's like, the Bermuda Triangle wasn't real. It's a cultural myth. There are no time warps, no reverse gravity fields, no eruptions of methane gas from the ocean floor, no aliens. Oh, what you think of this page with the gamers?
Oh, I loved that. Yes, I loved that. That made me so happy.
See, kids, just for shits and giggles, we should have put Justin's up.
I know, yeah. Totally.
So
yeah,
yes,
that made me so happy.
they
That made up for the nightmare fuel on the previous page with that giant black squid.
Oh yeah,
lurking just like feet a few miles below the cruise ship. I was like, oh my god, I need to see that.
I do love. I did another good line. I think was it's like, in the meantime we had entered a black hole of cell phone dead zone, no internet, and crappy TV reception.
Yes,
it was like the 80s all over again.
Ladies all over again, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, they gather all the people and
yeah, start to question everybody.
But yeah, they see this guy Roderick has that. Well, he had to buy another armband because he dropped his. But then Bobby's like, no, this is a different knot. So he didn't tie this. But yeah, she's asking the bartender, it's like, you said he smelled like a dirty cowboy. I love Lance. I had a dirty cowboy once in college. They actually should give you the ingredients to a bloody cowboy. So yeah, so she's rushing back to the scene of the crime. But yeah, they're talking about how when they came in, the waiter or the bartender, whoever, took the food tray out into the hall because he's like, they beat that into us. So we all do it without thinking. But then the corgi spots somebody.
Yeah.
So Bobby's chasing after someone and then runs into the
vigil.
Yeah, the Hulk vigil. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a candlelight vigil taking place on the ship.
But then, somebody comes up behind her and she's like, well, she had figured it out by now, but she's like, wait a minute, Edsel was an anagram. I didn't know how he did it. He managed to find a way back. Lincoln Slade, the Phantom Rider.
Slade. He's possessed somebody else now.
Yep. But yeah, he's basically going on. He's like, yeah, remember how much crap Hawkeye gave you for killing me? He's like, and now, he's on trial for murder. I love how she says, you know who you are, Slade. You're the guy with the van I dated in high school. She shows up to remind me of all my bad decisions. And he's like, a van? She's like, it's a metaphor, idiot.
And she says, it doesn't really matter because here's what's going to happen. You're going to take your hands off me, or I will make what Barton did to Banner look like flirting.
He shot him in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a great way to end the issue.
Yes.
And we have in the back of this one, we have a restraining order.
I know.
A restraining order against the Phantom Rider. aka Lincoln Slade.
Filing attorney Matt Murdock.
Yeah.
Known associates, Banshee, his horse.
Although there is a dude like called, I thought there was another dude called the Phantom Rider who was part of the some other guy that was a descendant of the original one who became a hero after that Mockingbird story. Remember that, where
I think so.
the ghost kind of exorcised the ghost of the original Phantom Rider exorcised the evil one from his body.
I think so.
They didn't really use him very much, though.
Age technically dead. Oh man.
Date of birth early 1800s.
Eye color phosphorus white.
Yeah.
All right. Should we get to the next one?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we just did the penultimate issue of the series. So, future Lilith, take a drink. Like I need to remind you.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get to the conclusion.
Yes, and the cover that set off all the little dude bros. All the tiny dick dude bros.
All the chodes got up in arms over that one little t-shirt. Yeah. Doesn't take much.
Mockingbird number 8 from December 2016. Again, no title. Oh, Kate's back to penciling and inking. All right.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, there was a mistake in this issue. One of the sisters in the group is identified as Audrey, even though she was earlier identified as Aubrey multiple times in the previous issue.
Oops.
All right. All right. So, get the daily blowhole again. Thanks to everyone who participated in the whole candlelight vigil, but the green body paint continues to be an issue for housekeeping. Deck 2 will be closed tomorrow for cleaning. Oh, jeez. Some of you may have noticed a new passenger on board. Ahoy to the Phantom Rider, Lincoln Slade.
Ahoy to the Phantom Rider.
He will not be speaking at the Nerd Cruise banquet. Mr. Slade is here for personal reasons. Murder, stalking. Jeez. Didn't the Phantom Rider once trick Mockingbird into hooking up with him in the Old West? Answer: Lincoln Slade did aggressively woo Bobby Morris, but shortly before he fell off a cliff. Now he is a ghost, but he's able to because he is possessing our ship Porter. Am I in danger of being possessed? Mr. Slade can only possess relatives. We recommend that all passengers consult a genealogy website at their earliest convenience. And the Double Clicks will be playing a free show in the Tiny Tortoise Lounge immediately following the Dungeon Master support group. Again, okay, then we start this one with another flashback that turned Hawkeye's time in like couples counseling.
Another therapy session.
Because again, this one, she's like, he's always judging me. He says, I left the dishwasher wrong. I hung the blankets that my costume shows too much thigh. You murdered a man in cold blood, Bobby. See there.
See there.
You killed someone. He's exaggerating. And again, Hawkeye's like, you let him, like, Ghost Cowboy fought to his death. That's negligent homicide. You might as well have pushed him off the cliff yourself. Don't be silly. Phantoms can't be killed.
And then on the next page, we get a great map of the Bermuda Triangle.
Yes.
Which shows the aforementioned sea monster, underwater city, underwater pyramids, Amelia Earhart, secret Freemason shadow government headquarters, and this will be important to remember later, Kingdom of the Lost Mercorgis.
Yes. So then we're back to this where we were at the end of the last issue. I love she's like, I've had my share of hinky exes.
Kesar, the
Yeah.
man, not the corgi. Phantom Rider, woman, you will make me dinner. The Phantom Rider commands it. Do you hear me, woman? Woman. But I wouldn't call them like exes.
It's so weird,
right?
I think she even says in this issue, because again, wasn't the story always like he drugged her and stuff?
Yes,
And
like that was how I always took it, was that he was slipping her some drugs.
Yeah, but like this issue, it kind of seems like she's like, yeah, I use that as an excuse. I was in a bad place in my marriage or something, but I'm just like, so
there's no mention of the fact that she was drugged.
Yeah, so I was just wondering, did Chelsea Kane do that to like give Mockingbird some like power over her decisions back or something? So, because I always saw that as like a rape,
Yeah, totally. That's how I looked at it.
Or is that
and that's how I felt she was totally justified in what she did to him.
Yeah, exactly. So I was also gonna say, is that why she changed it? Just because, so Hawkeye didn't look as like so much of a dick, for blaming his wife for killing her rapist and stuff.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And again, she technically didn't kill him. She just, didn't pull him off that cliff.
Yeah, she could have helped him. She just chose not to.
Yeah, but I'm not like she pushed him or not,
Yeah.
Yes, they get in this whole thing. Talking about, the hypocrisy of Hawkeye and oh god, it's a funny scene when she has to tell Ghost take his hands off her ass.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm trying to avoid calling attention to yourself. You don't know me very well, Slade. And just the nerds assemble, nerds hurry, nerd troop.
Yeah, I love that little diagram.
She's like, I love attention. And that one guy, I love Hall & Oates.
I love Hall & Oates. I'm the law on this boat, Slade, and you're under arrest.
And that's when he calls his ghost horse Banshee.
Banshee.
Come on, guy. Nice ride, man. He's got a horse. I know, a ghost horse.
And then this dude he's the dungeon master from earlier. He's in a Guardian from Alpha Flight costume.
Yeah.
Speed plus 15, strength plus 10. Intelligence bonus due to fusion of battle suit to neural network plus 3. And then he does this backflip and just lands on his back. I think I pulled something.
that Roderick guy kind of like tries to charge the Phantom Rider.
Yeah, Roderick smash
through him. The two sisters,
and then Angela and Audrey or whatever her name is, nerdy folk sister duo. Photon blast, light ray.
Because they're dressed like Captain Marvel and Dazzler.
Yeah.
Then the Phantom Rider's like, I'll shoot all of you, and and starts shooting.
But he's missing everybody. The Phantom Rider wasn't known for his aim. But then Paul, the half of Paul and Storm, who I guess they're the guys that are kind of like running this whole cosplay part of the cruise.
Yeah,
he's able to calm down Banshee and like.
Yeah, basically Banshee leaves Phantom Rider.
Yeah. He says, "Be free, my friend." How did you do that? I'm good with animals, he says.
But then, so Bobby calls up two corgis to grab Phantom Rider.
Yeah, Kesar, who's wearing her mask, bits of her costume.
Sensei
Ping, attack!
But get him he drops his gun and he says, I cannot be defeated, woman. I will have you again.
Lynn says, "You guys dated? Was it serious?"
So was Chelsea Kane like trying to hint at Bobby having a drinking problem? Because there's like moments where she just like in this series where she's like asked for Chardonnay out of nowhere.
Yeah. It's like her coping mechanism at this stage in her life, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. There's lots
Oh,
of
then we can
references to liquor here.
I know. The Ghost Cowboy Stalker X Plan flowcharts.
Yeah.
Are you under attack?
Everything in moderation, kids.
Yes. Oh, yeah, and then Phantom Rider's like, Hulk supporters, stand by me, avenge Banner's death by giving me his murderer's ex-wife. Everyone just has different reactions to this.
Wait, the Hulk is dead? I'm just here for the buffet.
But then Phantom Rider calls up all these ghost pirates.
I want her taken alive. You can kill the others.
Oh, the
You murder
skeleton.
everyone but her.
The skeleton's like, whoa, what? That's horrible. Not cool, man. I'm really uncomfortable with that plan.
But you're pirates. Way to engage in stereotypes. We're progressive feminists. Let's get out of here, Earl. Nice meeting all of you. Enjoy the rest of your cruise.
Then Phantom Rider just like leaves. Like, I can't do this anymore. But then Bobby goes over to talk to him.
Yeah, Clint didn't divorce me because he thought I murdered you. He divorced me because I cheated on him.
Yeah, again.
That you had drugged me, taken advantage of me, but he never truly believed it. It's too ridiculous. He knows that I've always made my own decisions and that I'll live with the consequences. Clint and I are a lot like this. So I guess that whole part with her being drugged has been
Yeah, I guess they're trying to, like, give her strength back or whatever. And it's like, oh, I wasn't forced into anything, but I don't know. That's just weird because, again, strong people can be raped, and it's
Yeah, and I don't think that she would have fallen for him unless she had been drugged.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah,
Like
because that's
stranded with this dude in, like, when was it, 1800s or whatever, during the time thing. Like, why would she have fallen for this guy unless he was exerting some type of influence over her with
Yeah, I
a
gotta reread
narcotic
it.
chemical? Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
I gotta reread all that stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
A happily married woman. Like, they hadn't had any problems in their marriage up to that point.
and
all
again,
of a
and
sudden
almost,
she-
I mean, does that make her cast her in a bad light too? Because it's like, okay, so she wasn't drugged, she had an affair with this guy, but she still let him die.
Yeah, right. Yeah. What? I don't know if I necessarily like that change.
Or unless she was in denial or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it makes what Slade did to her much less criminal and much less offensive.
And again, her letting him fall to his death makes more sense, I think, if it was against her will.
Yeah, if he did drug and rape her, absolutely. That's justice. Yeah. And that also changes the entire dynamic of why Hawkeye and Clint and Bobby were fighting in the first place. Like, yeah, I doubt that he would have been so worked up over Bobby, quote unquote, cheating on him.
Exactly.
If he knew the fact that they were stranded together in the 1800s and like he was drugging her, like the Phantom Rider was drugging her and manipulating her the whole time, like that wouldn't have even been a dynamic in the conversation.
Yeah, I mean, unless they were just trying to, I don't know, trying to say Hawkeye was petty because, since he was flipping out on her and everyone was like, whoa, Hawk, slow down. The excuse he used was, no, she killed a guy. Or,
I guess, but
yeah, again,
strange.
that's the tricky thing with retcons. It's like,
It is.
if you try to change something or like, oh, there was something 2 issues back that don't jive with that retcon.
Yeah, yeah. And in this case, there's a lot of different things that contradict that. I just, it's so weird to me. And the fact that he just kind of fades away in this issue where when he hits the water, I'm like,
and it's such a weird thing too, because it's like at some point after they separate, then the Skrull takes her place, and
right, yeah, which is like I always took that to be like after she took off and was hanging out with the Great Lakes Avengers for a while, like during that whole time period, because she was MIA for a bit there.
So, but I guess that, I mean, again, retcon and everything, but I guess the the Phantom Rider must have known, because I don't think the Phantom Rider messed with her when it was the Skrull.
No, this was
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when she was taken by the Skrulls, it was after she took off from the West Coast Avengers the first time. Or
because her and Hawk, it looked like her and Hawkeye kind of got back together towards the end of West Coast Avengers. Those couple issues leading up to 100. But yeah, I think that was the Skrulls.
Yeah.
Because again, remember, kids, there's still a Skrull who looks like Mockingbird in hell.
To this day, she's a legend amongst her people, and she doesn't even realize it.
But then the Phantom Rider seems like he's given up, but then he punches her and says,
he attacks her. Yeah, he gets all nasty about it.
Yeah, no one can, and knocks her off the ship. She hits the water, but then he kind of just like Discord breaks because of the Bermuda Triangle, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lance is all worried about her. But yes, again, like Justin said, we saw it on the map, but she gets rescued by all the corgis.
Mercorgis to the rescue.
Corgis with mermaid tails. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That's great.
But then, the next day we see Lance pick her up on a beach. But then, last page at the end, 2 weeks later, in this ski chalet in the Swiss Alps, she's there with Lance and Clint.
Lance and Clint. I thought, oh my goodness.
Oh my! Wow. Can you want to say the Devil's Triangle, kids? You know how you spell that, right? 2 D's and a V.
Yeah, absolutely. She's a woman after my own heart.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Those two are arguing over who's Tyler Durden and who's the other guy.
Yeah. It's perfect. What a great ending to that. Yeah.
I love she says, I need a foot rub. Then we just see her say, a little harder, Clint. I'm Hunter. He's Clint. I said no talking.
Yeah. So. And then we get some more kind of sketches and stuff on the
we kind of got the Chelsea Kane kind of did it like a farewell thing there, and then we get the sketches and
concept sketches.
But like I said, the Dude Bros must have flipped out especially on her when that issue 8 first came out, because I remember hearing something about that, but then I saw an article. I mean, it was God, where was this article from? I think it was like Entertainment. Was it Entertainment Weekly? But I mean, so it made news. Where is that? Oh, here it is. Yeah. Because the article was from October 2016. Yeah, Chelsea Kane, the writer of Marvel Comics' recently canceled Mockingbird series, has spoken out Thursday after deleting her Twitter account on Wednesday amid a deluge of hateful tweets directed at her.
Wow.
Yeah, Kane, who is also a best-selling novelist, posted a lengthy statement on her personal website clarifying her reasons for leaving the social media platform. She said there's still a vocal segment of the comic book readership that is dominated by sexist jerks with Twitter accounts. Mm-hmm. Twitter is still a highly flawed platform that nurtures a culture of bullying. Well, that didn't go away.
No. Sad to say, but it's still.
Oh, jeez. I don't know how bad it got because she went on. But know that I did not leave Twitter because of rape threats or because someone had posted my address or any of the truly vile tactics you hear about. I left Twitter because of the ordinary daily abuse that I decided I didn't want to live with anymore. The base level of casual crassness and sexism. Because she's like, if a stranger yells at you at the street, you walk away.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, so she must have been getting daily. Can you imagine
That's
just like
nasty.
Writing a story and just getting crap about it?
Yeah.
For the story, nothing you did personally, except you wrote a story.
And that's the thing that they're not. Are they like lambasting her for the story or just the cover?
And it's not like I don't know. I mean,
they haven't even read the story. They're just judging the cover. Like,
I would assume the first thing, if nothing else, would be the cover, because I bet you a lot of them probably didn't even read the issue, but just saw the cover.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, they didn't even read the issue. They have no idea what the contents of the issue was about, the story, any of it.
No, because I mean, there's
It-
nothing controversial in there. I mean,
no.
again,
Eh,
unless you're wrapped up in the Phantom Rider, but again, no.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a bit of deeper analysis to take place with that particular situation. Yeah, but as far as controversy, like I don't know. No, I don't see anything. And there's nothing like there's one remark about feminism in the issue about when the
Yeah.
pirate ghosts come up. Like that's it. Like that's the only thing. There it isn't a whole like
No.
love letter to feminism. The whole issue isn't
No,
like
most of
that.
it's just cute little, mer corgis and
Yeah, it's great. Great fight between these cosplayers and the Phantom Rider.
again, there's a
Yeah.
certain segment on the internet, they'll like badmouth something before they've ever read it or watched
Oh
it, and
yeah.
it's just like, "Oh, I heard."
Yeah.
Well,
And it's not just comic books either. It's movies, it's
that's what I'm
TV
saying. It's every
shows.
anything.
They won't watch it. They'll just maybe watch the trailer and they'll
Yeah.
make up their minds about it.
Yeah, or it's like,
And
"Oh, I heard about this movie or TV show that is the lead the character is a woman, so I don't like it."
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or there are a certain skin color that they don't particularly
Skin
agree with.
color or sexual orientation.
Sexual
Yeah,
orientation or gender when they gender swap some of the characters, they
if
get
it
all
yeah,
bent out of shape about that.
if it's not a straight white guy, they're just like,
Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, and unfortunately she's right. They're the ones that are the most vocal. These
yeah,
ones that stomp their feet and get their underwear in an uproar, just shit themselves crazy about all this stuff on a daily basis.
oh
Like
yeah.
these dudes are doing this, expending all this energy on a daily basis and harassing people that are just creating something. They're
And
just
again,
creating
yeah,
a comic book or a movie or a TV show or a book like an actual fiction novel or something or short story or a song or whatever. And they're just spending all this energy just hating on them and being so toxic and nasty.
and
What does that contribute to the world? What does that give to anything?
and again, I just think it's like one, it's people who aren't happy with their own lives,
Absolutely.
and again, too, with like nothing in their lives, because I'm like, where do people get the time to do this?
I know. That's what I'm saying. I would love to have the extra time that these people have to just waste and piss away on Twitter all day long. I would love to have the extra 2 hours that these people have to just spend on Twitter. I would get a lot accomplished with that 2 hours. And I'll tell you one thing, it would not be a single second of that would be spent on Twitter.
No, and
Pissing
again,
and moaning about TV shows or fucking comic books or anything else under the sun that I have no control over.
and and again, it's like I love comics. Comics is like my top genre. I love it. I mean, there are decisions that have been made over the years that I haven't agreed with, like the Spider-Man marriage and stuff,
Right.
going away. But it's like,
Yeah.
can you imagine threatening someone's life over that?
Oh, yeah, and just investing that much hate.
Yeah.
And also, like, you're also
Easy.
mature enough to know, like, if there's something that you don't want, that you know that you're not going to like, you just don't read it.
Again,
Like, you're
yeah,
not going to waste your time reading it because you know you're not going to like it.
kids,
So why bother?
you want a company to cancel like a comic again? But again, you shouldn't even want that because other people may like that. But it's like,
Exactly.
the best way to do that was the dollar. People aren't gonna,
Mhm.
Disney don't care about threats. They don't want you
Yeah.
threatening their talent. But besides that, they don't care about it. Vote with your dollars. If you don't like it, don't buy it.
Yeah, don't buy it. Don't invest your time or your money on it.
Yeah.
That's what really sends the message.
Oh,
Absolutely.
exactly. And if you
But yeah,
like,
you
if
don't
you
have
like
to
something,
yuck somebody else's yum. Just like let them do their own thing with it.
yes. I mean, Chelsea Kane, she was, just doing her job and writing a book, and you could tell she was having fun doing it. It's like,
Absolutely.
just go away. I mean, there's certain
Yeah.
books I don't like, but I'm just like, you know what? That's not for me.
Yeah, exactly. It's not for me.
Maybe there's
Yeah.
a certain other segment of the population who enjoys this, but it's not,
Right.
like there's
Yeah.
one Ultimate book I don't get. I get the rest of them. There's one I don't get because I'm just like, I don't think I'm going to enjoy this. This is not for me. And guess what? I don't think about it. I don't buy it. I don't think about it.
Right. It doesn't take up any
No.
time in your headspace. You
Hate
just
just
read about it and you're like, okay, I know I
Yeah.
wouldn't like that, so why bother? Yeah,
hate just
exactly.
poisons you, kids. It's like
Yeah,
just let it go.
yeah, just let it go. Focus the time on the stuff that you do like.
Or how about
And
this? Throw down the challenge. Be like, you don't like what you're reading or you're seeing on movies or TV shows? Go out and do your own.
yeah, make something better if you
Yeah.
can do it. Absolutely.
Don't threaten anybody. Don't put that hate on the internet. Go start a Kickstarter and make a comic that's the opposite of what you don't,
Yeah,
you don't like, and
yeah.
see how far
Talk the talk and walk the walk instead of just talking a bunch of useless bullshit on Twitter.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear a litany of opinions. We can go anywhere for that crap.
Especially, I don't want to hear crap like that for people, bad mouthing creative people when you don't put a single goddamn thing out into the world yourself.
That's just it. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, don't give a litany of opinions if you don't have anything positive to contribute to it.
yeah, don't be knocking creative people if you ain't making stuff yourself,
Yeah, that's just it. They're just there to complain about everybody else's stuff.
I mean, imagine, you went to your job every day and people were just like, yeah, I don't like how you printed out that report. I'm gonna
all day long.
you. Yeah.
All day, every day. Yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely insanity.
Again, empathy's God, the current world, jeez.
I know.
Need more empathy and just
Yeah.
God, it's too much
More
effort.
kindness. Just more kindness to people.
The smallest bits of kindness. Again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because again, like Friday, my son just got an act of kindness. He likes sports. He wears a lot of sports jerseys. Friday, the principal called him down to the office like right before lunchtime. Principal gives him 6 jerseys. He goes, yeah, my son outgrew these. Here you go.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. And it's just
that's great.
Just the littlest things can make someone's day. Because
that small gesture means a lot.
I mean, that made him thrilled the rest of the day.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet he was thrilled to show those to you when he got home.
Oh yeah. He's like, yeah, a weird thing happened. He's like, yeah, it's great. It's just like, okay.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need more little things like that every day happening in people's lives. I think it makes a huge difference over time.
Again, I feel like, when you're nasty to people, that has a ripple effect. But when you're positive, it has a ripple effect. And I'd rather create a positive ripple effect.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what the world needs right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the world needs right
especially now. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We need an antidote to all this hate that's in the world right now.
That's right.
And that's why we talk about great comic books like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right, kids. Be the corgi in everyone's life.
That's right. And the Mercorgi.
Oh, I wonder, should I reach out to Chelsea Kane, see if she wants to talk this whole situation? I don't know if she wants to relive this or not, but
well, I mean, I'd love to talk to her just about this series. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we don't have to talk about the bullshit that she dealt with on Twitter with the trolls and all that, but yeah, I'd just love to talk to her about Bobby and Mockingbird and just her experience writing the series. And it looks like she wrote that other special as well.
Yeah.
The other one. So
yeah.
So yeah, it would be cool to talk to her about this.
Oh yeah, if we do the 50, we can do that too. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I will reach out. I thought of it today and I'm like, it's too late to reach out to her about these, since we're doing it tonight. But
oh well, yeah, in the future we could,
because I don't think anyone is like, oh hey, we're gonna talk these in a few hours. Can you join?
Could you imagine?
I know no one's agreeing to that.
That'd be funny.
I think my first question will be, okay, so how many corgis do you have sitting around you at this moment?
Yes, yeah.
Because I have a feeling, she seems like she's a corgi lover.
Yeah.
Or like she was just like, what's the smallest, cutest dog I can think of? Corgis.
Yeah. That's not a pug or a chihuahua or right.
Wow. This really inspired some conversation.
Yes.
Which is a sign of good literature. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, inspired positive conversation. And again, you don't have to like it. That's fine. I'm sure Chelsea Kane would be the first one to tell you don't like the work. Fine, but
Yeah.
Enough with the threats and just
you don't have to like everything. Just don't get nasty and vicious about it and malicious.
Because again, it's like it's another form of art, and not everyone is going to like your people's form of art. But
absolutely,
don't get nasty.
I'm very picky. I'm very picky about the comic books I read.
Yeah,
I'll be the first to admit that to anybody.
Well, especially these days with the prices you have.
Yeah, with the prices and just the time. Like, I don't have time to read all this stuff. Like, the time that I have for reading is very selective, and I don't want to read a bunch of crap that I know I'm not going to like, or that I think is going to be stupid, or it's going to waste my time. Like,
Yeah.
I like to be smart about it. So there's nothing wrong with that, but you just don't have to like crap on everybody else's likes at the same time. It doesn't lift you above them to do that.
Yes. And again, I know it's not going to stop anything, but on the internet, before you like make nasty comments to people, just think, how would you feel if that was directed at you or like someone you love, one of your relatives?
Yes.
Your
what if somebody that you cared about got this dream job writing for a comic book company, and then they had to deal with some asshole on Twitter or X or whatever, just constantly every day making their life miserable with the comments and the hate and the nastiness. Like,
before you hit that button, imagine if someone was talking like this to your parents or your children. Then whoever's closest in your life, how would you feel if someone was talking like that to you, to them?
Put yourself in their shoes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Again, empathy. Yeah,
a little bit goes a long way.
Again, that's why I've tried to teach my son even at an early age. I'm like, like, do you want, would you want to do this? Would you want someone to treat you like this?
Yeah. It completely changes it when you frame it like that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think that's how we first learn empathy. It's just like, would you want, put yourself in the other person's shoes?
Absolutely. And not just with people, but with all living creatures.
Yeah. And again, I think that's the big thing these days, is a lot of people don't think about how the other side feels.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Wow.
We went deep for these Mockingbird episodes. I like it.
I know. I like it, but I think that's the most serious conversation we've had on Marvel Tales. Yeah. It's usually, I mean,
good.
Either when I'm talking to you or I'm talking to Lilith, it's usually like dick jokes and.
Well, I'm sure we'll be back to that for the next episode.
Oh yeah, that's never going
away.
I remember Lilith's like, we don't have any adult supervision anymore. I said, I think we're better without adult supervision. These are entertaining.
Yeah.
Oh, but when I played her those new Ray drops, she's like, I think you adjusted her the Bad Babysitters Club now. She's like picking on that old man. Oh, I can't wait to play those drops for him, because I don't think he probably hasn't heard them yet.
Yeah, we'll be talking to him this week.
Yes. Ultimate Spider Cast. Yeah.
That's right.
All right. So yes, kids. This was the last episode of the month. So yes, next month for my birthday month, Justin has picked some good stuff again. It almost seems like an annual tradition, because there's gonna be an Iron Man, there's gonna be like a Thor.
Yes, some type of Captain America thing.
Yep. Because yes,
a couple of Quasar things maybe.
Yes. Oh, that's the other thing we gotta do another Quasar so we get Will back in here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd like to do some old Quasar.
Maybe some Journey in the Mystery. Yeah, because they had Grunwald had all those old characters in there. Yeah. All right. So but next time on Marvel Tales, we're going to cover Iron Man 285 through 288. And then the week after, Thor 395 through 400. And then the one after that, we're going to cover the 4-issue U.S. Agent miniseries from 1993 to kind of start preparing you for the Thunderbolts movie.
Although different vision of John Walker's adventures.
Yes. Yeah. Because that's like me and Lilith and I were talking on the Captain America review today. She's like, "Oh, how do you feel about Thunderbolts? Because it's not like comic book accurate." And I was like, "Yeah, I'd love the original Thunderbolts." I'm like, this would be the perfect time. There's no Avengers in the MCU at the moment. Like, organizing a team. I'm like, can you imagine? This new superhero team steps up, and then like halfway through the movie reveal, it's like Zemo and these other villains. Yeah.
Yep. Instead of that mess. Secret Invasion that we got last year. We should have had some type of setup for.
Well, that's the other thing I said. That's the other thing we talked about.
New characters and having them instead of these trifling post-credit sequences where you got people sitting around for 3 minutes to watch 30 seconds of somebody sitting in a restaurant eating or watching, sitting on a sofa watching something, or hugging their grandpa or something stupid like that. You could have introduced these brand new characters and be like, who's that? Like, what's that about? And then they all show up in this movie and you're like, oh, okay, well, that's why they introduced all those weirdos.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing we said. Like that Secret Invasion series, that should have been a movie. That should have been the next big Thanos level threat, the Skrull invasion.
Mm-hmm.
With everybody.
We didn't get that, did we?
Like it was in the comics. Even Bendis got that right. Yeah, I know. It's like, it should be a full, the whole MCU's affected. Everyone has to come together. Yeah.
All these different heroes and stuff. Yeah. That should have been a movie. Definitely.
That should have been the next big threat. Yeah. It's like, do you know who's who's a Skrull and not? Yeah.
Yeah, that was a horrible blunder.
All right, kids. Well, send your thoughts on the upcoming issues. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all our previous episodes at CapesLunatics.wordpress.com. And also help support us, because we don't get paid for this. Buy the new merch, old merch, find it all. Oh, the classic. On T Public in Spring. And also, again, the Mistress of Pain, Lilith Hellfire, demands that you read random money. Speaking of women with dogs, Lilith Hellfire demands that you read random money on us through the Cash App link.
Make it rain.
Yeah, she needs money. Oh, I forget if I think it's 4 dogs. It's either 4 or 5 dogs she has. So.
Oh man, that's a lot of dog food.
Yeah. Oh, and I think she makes special food. Again, those dogs are better treated than a lot of human beings. I know at one point she said there's a couch in her house that never felt a human ass. It's just for the dog woman. All right, and of course, our Patreon, where again once a month you get exclusive, uncensored content from me and Lilith. And of course, when you subscribe, you get the ability to suggest topics for us to discuss, as patron Justin the Owl here has done.
Right. I've already given a suggestion for the new year.
Yes. And of course, so you can do that and subscribe at patreon.com/CapesandLunatics.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
Maybe we'll do that Friday the 13th thing in March, because again, Wolf wants to do the avians in February.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, I don't think the Friday the 13th this year is up until June.
Wait, what?
The actual month that we have a Friday the 13th.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's June when that happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to look at that. Yeah, I was gonna say either Halloween or an actual Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I looked. I was like, what month? I wonder if we have any this year.
Huh.
I think there was only one. I think it was June.
All right, and now for this Justin the Owl. You can catch him here every week on either Marvel Tales, X-Men Classics, or both. For occasion, yes. You can catch him monthly on shows such as One World Under Doom, the Dr. Doom podcast, the Energon Universe, where we cover the new Transformers and G.I. Joe stuff coming out of Image Comics, and also with myself and the Hard Master at the end of every month on the Scarlet Spider or Slingers episodes of Ultimate
Slingers.
Spider. Yeah. Can't wait for that.
Me too.
And of course, you can catch him on Capes Lunatics Sidekicks at least once a month on We Are the Night, the Batman podcast, and Azrael. Where you join
sometimes other things.
Yes, like Catwoman or Anarchy or Killer Moth.
Killer Moth, my favorite. Yeah.
And of course, every so often you can catch him here and there on Electric Mullet, the Superman podcast.
That's right.
But you would think that's more than enough podcasting for anyone, but this Al is rocking Super Soldier Serum or something, because he does at least a few more shows. So Justin, tell them about these.
Yes. 3 more shows every month. Gamma Charge with Russell, where we discuss either the Immortal Hulk series or the Sensational She-Hulk series. And we also have a Patreon, so check that out for certain paying members of our Patreon tier. You can gain access to some bonus episodes as well and discover about DC's versions of the Hulk. And then over on Predator and Prey, the Yocha podcast, we are joined by the High Priest of Khonshu, Ray, and Sparky to talk about some classic Dark Horse comic books featuring Fox's Predator. And then, last but certainly not least, my solo show is called The Lost Library of Legends, where every month I talk about an obscure and forgotten comic book gem from the last few decades. And I'm doing a multiple part spotlight this winter on the Malibu Ultraverse title called The Strangers.
We're going back to the 90s here, bitch. Double biscuits for me.
Yeah, double biscuits, right. We got Lance and Clint at the end of that issue number 8. Double biscuits for Bobby.
My favorite biscuit.
Oh, it's naughty.
Oh, Mike. Oh my! Thank you for joining us. Yeah, hopefully, maybe I'll reach out to Chelsea Kane at some point here.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah,
But we will be covering more Mockingbird next year.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, like we said, we were talking about getting that 50th anniversary issue. So
yeah, that too. Yeah.
But yeah, kids. Next, start next month off. Yeah, Iron Man.
Yep. Talking some more classic Tony Stark.
That's right.
I think we have some foil covers in there too.
At least one, yeah.
Yeah.